A lot of you know me with Investor Next Door Club, but before Richard and I had started Investor Next Door Club, I had been doing leadership programs specifically for women, and who I served in that season was really high-performing women who made multiple six figures and seven figures in their businesses. And so my job was to help them have life work. And one of the fundamental things we did in our mastermind, which was a year-long mastermind, is we would distinguish core values. And so for an entire weekend, the only thing we worked on was distinguishing these women's core values and their personal mission statement. So the reason why you want to really, everyone has values, right? Do y'all have values? You know, everyone has values, but very few people have actually distinguished them and written them out. So they're very clear about what is most important to them. And the reason why you want to distinguish your core values is not for when life works. It really is kind of guideposts for how you live your life when life's hard, when life's tougher, when you're dealing with tougher situations. Because when you go to make tough decisions and both options look equally bad or both options look equally good, how do you determine what's the best course of action? Or and that's where your core values comes into play. Or when you're in a situation that you're dealing with difficult people, and you guys are in real estate, you're going to deal with difficult people. Your core values will give you a place to come from that is authentically who you are, and it's not fake. I think a lot of times people deal with situations and difficult people, and they think I'm having boundaries and I'm going to make sure I exercise these boundaries to protect themselves. Well, for a lot of people, that doesn't feel good either because it's not authentically them. So your core values, and we're going to spend a little bit of time doing this exercise on core values. This is going to be interactive because that's what's going to make the biggest difference. Those of you who are watching online, you can download this worksheet. You definitely need to print it off and can they see me if I look that way, or where's okay, there. So those of you online, make sure you print it off, and you want to have two highlighters. You don't have to have two lighters. You can have a pen, but a pen and a highlighter would be beneficial, but two colored highlighters works better, a yellow one and some other color. But a pen and a highlighter works, or two colored pens, but definitely highlighters are easiest. So what we're going to go through is I have a list of these core values. There's just a ton of values on this list. And there's no rhyme or reason. It's all in alphabetical order. And so what I want you to do is take one and pass it down. And with your yellow highlighter, okay, and I don't want you to think, okay, this is a non-thinking moment. You just want to go through anything that calls forth to you, like resonates with you, anything, just highlight it in yellow. Don't think about it. Don't spend too much time thinking yes, no. This is a non-thinking moment. If you don't know what it means, it's not a core value. So just skip the word. So any word that just kind of resonates with you, just highlight it. And we're just going to go through and then take as long as you need. Don't worry about whatever anybody else is doing. Those of you who are online, go ahead and print it off and then go through it and just highlight any word that like that seems important to me, or I like that word. And your highlighters.
What are we highlighting?
Any word that you're highlighting, any word that resonates with you, anything that seems like, I like that, that's important to me, I value that. Yes, this is SAT prep right here.
Brainwave communication.
Are you joining us?
Just
You're
grab
okay?
a seat, roll it in.
Here, let me grab my stuff. Okay.
How y'all doing?
Good. What you're going to do is highlight any word
Okay.
that calls to you, that resonates with you, that that seems important to me. That's, don't think about it. Just if you don't know what the word is, it's clearly not important to you. So just write them, just highlight. Don't spend too much time thinking about it. Is that one? Do you need anyone? Doesn't seem to be going well, right? Look at you coming late and finish it sooner. I dropped my phone. It's all cracked. No, this is Richard's old one because we all got new phones. But my flip phone, it's the new one's coming out in 2 weeks. But Richard's convincing me not to get one because this is the third phone because they're just not very sturdy. So I'm like trying to decide. But I got Richard's phone and all his font is like this big. So I had to decrease all the font. I'm like, so I have to decide if I want a new flip phone or if I want to just go to a regular phone. I haven't decided yet.
For Apple?
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. The one reason why I didn't go Apple forever is because they couldn't schedule text messages. Apple can do it now, but forever I could.
Schedule text messages?
Y'all just started being like, you think about it, you 1 o'clock in the morning. You're like, I gotta text them tomorrow. No, you send the text, schedule it for 8 a.m. Boom, done.
Okay.
I schedule a lot of messages in advance. Like I'll schedule messages for my kids a month in advance. Don't forget you have a dentist appointment Tuesday at 3.
So my wife.
You can schedule in advance. Like my dad went to Vietnam and I scheduled a text message to send to my sisters 2 days before he's coming back. Hey, don't forget to check dad in for his flight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you remember that in the middle of the night.
Yeah. And so you want to be able to text it. Sometimes I text myself in the morning, like so that I can receive it.
You didn't know that.
Yeah. They said iPhones can do that now, but Androids have always been able to do that.
You meeting Brandon on Wednesday? Brandon. He's coming back.
He's coming back Wednesday, yeah.
Okay.
He wants to meet here in the office.
Okay. What else you working on? Just that contract? Same contract?
No, 2.
You find the form from Skyslope to get the.
I found it on Lone Wolf. I haven't touched Skyslope. I didn't know that.
No, but do they have that same document in mobile? The EXP doc?
No, it's through Texas Real Estate, Texas Realtors.
Okay, we're going to keep moving. You keep doing that. Okay. All right. For the rest of you, what we're going to do is take your other colored highlighter. You keep highlighting, and just look at your yellow highlights. And now we're going to distill it down to what's more important to you. So there's things that you're like, I like that, but now that I look at it the second time, like it's not that important to me. So just look at only the yellow words, and you might end up highlighting 75%, and some of you might end up only highlighting 50%. It doesn't really matter. Just distill it down and kind of start looking at, okay, does it really important to me? Like I like it, but it's not that big a deal.
Highlight over it.
Highlight over it. Mm-hmm. You can highlight over it. Okay, whatever floats your boat.
I don't listen to instructions very well.
Yeah, I know. The rules don't apply to you. It was like Richard.
That's who never worked at a corporate office after college.
There's 2 people online. Both on YouTube. Say hi. Hi, YouTube.
Hi.
You're on
What
YouTube.
are you StreamYarding or where are you
Yeah,
streaming?
Using, Restream.
Mm.
Is your mic on?
I think so.
It's on.
It's on? Okay.
Yeah, they heard all about your contract and all that. And all about the iPhone, Android. I like to download it so I can snip out stuff when we're done.
You can.
Yeah, when we're done.
I think from YouTube I can download it too.
Mm.
So, I mean, right now this is the camera angle.
Mm.
Bald head.
Yeah, Sharpie. They say if you drink copper, it'll.
Copper.
Mm-hmm. That's what they said.
But really fast, ain't he?
I know my value, man.
Yeah.
I mean, some people, once they've been, Daniel's been in the business world for a long time, so he's probably got it pretty distilled down.
He's already got his 4 main values.
I mean, he may.
I like that.
So when we went to Paris, you had to go do film. Did you get one in Paris? Did you get a new phone in Paris? Is it unlocked? I guess it is.
It is unlocked, but for some reason today, I cannot pull picture, email, or GPS. I did with Wi-Fi. Without Wi-Fi, for some reason, it just won't.
It won't pull the data.
I tried to unlock the Supra box for Angel. I couldn't do it. And it's not just the phone that it took. My Remarkable was gone today. I have a shit big ass.
What should we mark with another project?
You only look at the yellow
Yeah.
and mark what's really important to you. Like some of them you're like, it's not really that important to me. And so just mark the ones that you might mark half of them, maybe 75% of them. It doesn't matter.
Those are good. You have to hold it down.
Is everybody done with that section?
For the Bible.
That's the idea. So, there you go.
All right. We're going to move on.
Exclusive.
Okay, I'm going to work with Ivy first since she was the one who requested this. Okay, so Ivy, we're going to go through all the ones that you highlighted with your second color. So I just want you to tell me which ones do you have there.
All of them?
Yeah, just give me one at a time because I'm going to type it up in here.
Abundance,
Abundance,
commitment,
commitment,
compassion,
passion. Can y'all see those words or does it need to be a little bit bigger?
Yep, see it.
Okay,
ethics,
ethics,
family,
family,
financial independence, generosity, gratitude,
what is it?
gratitude, growth, honesty, humility, imperfection,
Imperfection,
joy, kindness, partnership, perseverance, persistence, prosperity,
prosperity,
service, thoughtfulness, trustworthiness, wealth, willfulness.
Yeah.
okay? All right.
So,
Do you put like the general
Okay.
information about?
All right, good. So what you guys are going to do, we'll have time to do a couple of extra, some of you, but if for some reason we don't get to you, you'll do this very same thing. So as I'm working with Ivy, those of you who are watching online, you kind of walk through the same thing. So you'll want to write down, and on the back sheet, there's a little bit of space on there where you would write down everything that you highlighted the second color. So what we're doing is we're taking all these values and we're just going to keep distilling it down until we get to really the core of what's important to you. And what's important to you, it doesn't matter if it's important to other people, it's what's important to you, okay? Now, This part of the exercise, a lot of you are going to want to help Ivy, but this is Ivy's core values, not your core values. So what she thinks needs to go together, maybe you're like, that doesn't go together. It doesn't matter what you think. It's what she thinks because it's her core values. Like we may have the same core values of honesty, but what I think is honesty and what you think is honesty is completely different. Neither one is right or wrong. It's just how we resonate with that word or how we resonate with what that value means to us. So now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of group some of these core values together so that we can kind of distill it down and get it down to, because what you want to do is you want to get your core values to 10 or less. We have more in our family core values, but ideally it's 10 or less. Some people, like the company that we were at on Friday, they had 4 core values. Okay. Some people have 5 core values. Some people have, like 2 core values. It doesn't really matter what the number is, but you want to get it down small enough so that this is really the essence of who you are and what's important to you. When I was working in my mastermind groups, if I can look at someone's core values and their personal mission statement, I know a lot about them. I know a lot about who they are, how they conduct business, what makes them tick, what they're passionate about. And that's kind of really what you want to get down to, is because like why I read that company's core values is I know what kind of company they're going to be. I know how they're going to be interacting with me. I know what I can expect of them and how they run their business. So, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to group words together, and there's no right or wrong way to do this, Ivy. Okay. So if you were to look at the word abundance, is there any other word that would go with abundance? And there could be nothing. Wealth. Okay. Anything else?
Prosperity.
Okay. I'm going to do something really quick. I'm going to change this margin so it doesn't cut off on me. Not responding.
So your cellular data's not going through.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's a T-Mobile issue. So I don't know exactly.
I have no idea either.
Yeah, so you might have to go to T-Mobile,
And ask
or you
me.
might tell your husband.
Are you talking to my husband?
No, I'm just asking.
Oh,
You want me to tell him what's going on?
yeah.
Okay, much better. All right. Anything else that goes with abundance?
I think that's it.
Okay, and then what about commitment? No. This is for her. For you, it might go. It may not go for her. So it's really important.
I don't see anything else to go with commitment.
Okay. What about compassion?
Compassion, that would go with humility,
Okay.
kindness, service, that's it.
Okay. What about ethics?
Can we move the financial independence into abundance?
Mm-hmm. We can do whatever you want, Ivy.
Thank you. Okay, so ethics. Let's move generosity to compassion. Let's leave ethic alone for now.
Okay. What about family?
I think that's by itself too.
Okay. What about gratitude?
Gratitude. That's it. For
Okay.
gratitude.
What about growth?
Growth and imperfection go together.
Okay.
Honesty and trustworthy goes together.
Okay.
Joy. I think joy is by itself.
Okay.
Partnership by itself.
Okay.
Perseverance and persistence are together. Thoughtfulness.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird because this does not look like a use.
Let's move thoughtfulness to compassion.
It's what I was using, and it's already looked different. That's it. That's a lot.
Willfulness. That would go to growth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at these groupings, does that look grouped correctly for you? Is there anything you want to move around?
Abundance, wealth, prosperity, and financial independence. Yes. Actually, commitment can go to perseverance,
Okay.
or vice versa. Okay, compassion, humility, kindness, service, generosity, thoughtfulness. That's one. Ethic by itself. Family, gratitude.
I can see.
Gratitude can move to compassion.
Gratitude. Okay.
So growth, compassion, willfulness.
Should we do this on our own?
We'll get a chance to do a few of you,
Okay.
and then you can do it on your own.
Trustworthiness. Partnership can go to honesty.
You don't have to put them in any particular. You can have things that are by itself. There's no right or wrong.
Okay, I think that's it.
Okay. You'll notice some of you guys that she's put words together that you wouldn't necessarily put together, and that's okay because it's whatever her core values are and the words mean different things to different people. Now, if we're to look at these four right here, is one an overarching word over the others? Is there any word that resonates more, or is there any word that really it kind of is covered in another? Is there one word that's more important than the others? One or two?
If I had to pick, abundance would be my top.
Okay.
Wealth would be second.
Okay.
And if we have to delete, we can delete prosperity and financial independence.
Okay. So I'm going to just,
Because I think that covered in abundance and wealth.
okay, we'll just leave it like that. What about this grouping right here?
Compassion, humility, kindness, service, generosity. I would say gratitude and generosity is the big thing for me.
Okay.
So gratitude and generosity.
You don't have to get rid of anything, but is there something that's like, it's inside of gratitude and generosity. I don't really need it separate.
I guess we can cross off thoughtfulness. I think compassion cover kindness and compassion cover kindness.
Okay.
We can cross off willfulness.
Okay. Is there one word that's overarching the others, or is it kind of even?
I think they go together.
Okay.
To admit you are imperfect, you need the growth. They kind of go hand in hand. That would be it.
Okay. Is there any either one of these that is overarching in this grouping, or is it just all the same?
I think all of them. Yeah, all three of them.
Okay. And then what about these?
They're all as good to me.
Is there any one word that encompasses the others?
Perseverance.
Perseverance.
We can highlight trustworthiness.
Now that you've kind of pulled that out, is there any other rearranging you want? Is there any groups that you want to put together, move things around now that you've kind of sat on this a little bit?
No, I think this is good.
This is good?
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to say this was your core values, is there anything that is missing?
No.
Okay, so let me ask you a couple of questions, all right? Is your core value growth and imperfection, or is the value growth and imperfection just happens to be a space for that? What is the thing that you value? Is it that you value imperfection or you value growth?
I value growth.
You value growth. So it could be that imperfection is not part of the core value. Does that make sense?
I see.
That may be part of what you say, because I don't know if you remember. You tell me your name again.
Ernest.
Ernest. I was going to say Ernesto.
It is
Ernesto. Okay, Ernesto. All right. Ernesto and Mariella weren't there when I read through the company's core values, but you could see that they had a core value and they had a descriptor of the core value. So it could be that, and then that'll be the next step. Okay. So it could be that your core value is growth, but part of the descriptor is embracing imperfection. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to spend a little bit of time really talking about what does that mean? Growth. What does growth mean? So there are people who have their core values and they only write the words, but I take it a step further and I have people really look and say, what does that mean to you? What does that look like? What does that look like when it's exercised in your life? How is it demonstrated in real life? Okay. Now, if you were to look at this, okay, knowing who you are, is there anything that's missing for you that didn't quite make it up here? Maybe it wasn't on the list, or maybe there's an aspect of you. And those of you who know Ivy, look at these core values and say, is there something that's missing because of how you know her, that you know how her values are, how she shows up in her life, that there might be something that's missing that's just who she is.
Is there a group question or just her question?
No, this is for everybody. I mean, I give Ivy a chance to answer it first, and then if you guys have input. Usually when I'm doing this exercise, it's usually with people that know each other, that's usually in a bigger group. And so a lot of times some of your friends or your family are like, oh, you're missing this. You're missing this piece that's so who you are, that you didn't write it down, but I know you value that because they know you, right? And this is an exercise. You're going to go home with a list of your core values, but it won't be your final set, because what I'll recommend that you do is mull it about, think on it, start looking at in your life, and start looking and really examining your life for, what really is your core value. Like some of these you're like, that's not really that important to me, but something else shows up. That
My husband always said that I'm kind.
mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm too kind. Not knowing the risk, I would still just give my service to other people.
Right.
Most of the time, I don't get burned, but sometimes I do.
Is that inside of kindness, or is that inside of generosity?
I think it's both and some stupidity.
I don't think it's stupidity. I think you value generosity. I think you value kindness too, but it could be one and the same for you.
Yeah. My best friend will say my perseverance. She
Mm-hmm.
said, I just don't know how to stop.
Yeah.
I think that's a good.
That's a good, okay.
Yeah.
Anybody have anything that they think that's might be missing for Ivy? Dependable?
Yeah.
Is that inside of one of these other ones that you value, or, but that could be inside of trustworthiness? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I can be trusted.
Do you want me to put dependable?
Sure.
Is that a value of yours?
Thank you, Paula.
You're welcome. I think it's availability.
Availability? Is that a value of yours?
I do, yes. I always try to make myself available. If somebody knock on my door, I will open it.
Where does that fall? Is it separate? Is it inside of one of these?
Probably under generosity.
Okay. Why is it stuck? Okay. Anything else?
I'm wondering now if ethics is actually bridging the trustworthiness and perseverance. No, ethics can be bridging trustworthiness. I see myself being quite ethical. What happened?
I don't know. It's still thinking.
Yeah, I see myself being ethical,
Okay.
and I think my ethics makes me trustworthy.
Do you want me to move this over here?
Yeah, but keep it highlighted.
Keep it highlighted?
Highlighted, yeah.
Okay.
Not bold.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send this to you. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, what you want to do is just spend a little bit of time just mulling this about, because it could be that these highlighted ones are your core values, and you could find some that there's something else. There might be another word. So these are not, obviously there's millions of words, right? So these aren't all the words. And it could be that you have a word here that doesn't quite fully encapsulate the value. So that's why I have people kind of mull it about, because you might hear a word that day, like, I really like that word, and it resonates better than one of these words. So it's just kind of like sitting it out. And we're gonna take another step in a minute, but for now, this is kind of where we are. Okay. All right. Who wants to go next? Okay. Paolo.
Can give others a chance to raise their hand.
I can.
P-A. Paolo?
Yes, PAU.
P-A-U. Oh.
And you said we only mentioned the ones that we highlighted the second time?
Highlight a second time.
Ooh, that's a lot.
It's okay. Go ahead. This is why I have 4 columns.
Yeah. Accessibility. Accountability. Adaptability. Adventure.
Go back to mine.
affection,
So T-Mobile.
ambition,
Sorry, T-Mobile.
appreciation, approachability,
Oh,
assurance,
Online.
oh.
and
So I
attentiveness.
guess I'll just have to wait then.
I'm just gonna remove one out of there. Balance,
You can't call out.
bring together,
I don't know, I didn't try.
You can't.
Oh, I can't.
calmness,
And how long has it been?
change, commitment, communication. Yeah, I guess so. Confident,
3:30.
I mean, well,
creative,
it's before that.
or creativity, curiosity, decisiveness, dependability, determination, direction, discipline, drive, and education, efficiency, elegance, endurance, enjoyment, excellence, experience, exploration. Okay, this is less now. Fairness, flexibility, fluency, freedom, generosity, good-hearted, gratitude, hospitality, logic, organization, outdoors, and then patience, playfulness, relaxation, understanding, wealth, and then worship.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, that's a lot.
It's, you're good. Okay. Accessibility. What would you say goes with accessibility? Remember, there's no right answer, and we're going to move things around too.
Yeah. Dependability,
Okay. Can they see the screen?
Closer for me too.
Okay.
I would say understanding,
Okay.
hospitality, flexibility, I guess that falls under accountability too.
Flexibility?
No, the under accessibility.
Oh, accountability?
Yes.
Okay.
Adaptability. I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Adventure?
Adventure.
Bring together. Oh wait, no. Oh, yeah, actually bring together. Outdoors. The bottom. Freedom. Exploration. Playfulness.
That's it?
I think so.
Okay. Affection.
Calmness. Appreciation. Attentiveness. Fairness. Generosity, and then good-hearted. Gratitude. Worship. I think that should be it.
Okay. Ambition.
Ambition. Determination. Direction, discipline, and drive are all in there. Education. Excellence. Let's see. Decisiveness. And efficiency. Enjoyment and experience. I think that's it for now.
Okay. Approachability.
Approachability, balance, commitment and communication, elegance, I think that should be it for now.
Okay. Assurance.
Creativity, curiosity, assurance, what else is there? Fluency, I would put wealth under excellence. No?
I'm looking where
Oh, it's okay.
where excellence is.
At the very, well, I guess that's under ambition as well, where you're at, the cursor, the ambition part.
Where is it?
Is the ambition all the way down education?
Ambition goes all the way to
Right.
excellence experience.
I see. I
So
would
it goes
just
all
put
the
it
here.
there,
Yeah.
I would put organization in there as well.
There. Organization.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Where are we right now?
Okay.
Change.
Assurance. Is that all for assurance? Are you done?
I believe so.
Okay. Change.
Patience. Endurance. I would say logic as well. And then the relaxation will go under adventure.
Okay. Now, if you look at these groupings, is that accurate? You want to rearrange something, move something around?
No, I think look pretty good.
Okay, so let's take the first grouping under accessibility. Is there a word or words that really resonate more than the others that encapsulates the feeling or the value of that group? Or it could be a whole different word.
Yeah, I think understanding and adaptability are the two that comes out of there for me.
Okay. Okay. The next group.
Exploration and bring together.
Okay. And the next group.
Which one?
Affection.
Affection. Gratitude and fairness.
Okay. The next group.
Balance. Communication.
Okay. The next group. And if there's any words that don't really, it encompasses some other word, it's not, it doesn't really resonate. Because what we want to do even with this is, even though it may not be your core value word, we want to distill it down so that there's as few words as possible to get it down to the essence of who you are.
We can delete direction.
And I don't like to delete it in case it's
Or just
something that
cross
comes
it
back.
out.
Yeah.
Enjoyment.
Cross it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Decisiveness. Cross it out. And then I would put in bold ambition.
Okay.
And drive, which I think falls in the same.
Okay.
The rest can probably be crossed out, really.
All of it.
Efficiency would be one to keep. I think the rest should. Determination, excellence. Excellence and experience is something I want to keep.
Okay. So cross out determination, cross out discipline,
Education.
cross out education too.
Mm-hmm.
Keep excellence
Mm-hmm.
and efficiency.
Excellence and experience.
Okay. Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this next grouping?
Curiosity and assurance.
You don't have to have two words. You can have one word.
Just one word. Okay.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Whatever's.
Yeah.
This
Patience.
is your core values. You can do whatever you want.
Patience.
Patience.
That's it.
Okay. Now looking through the groups, is there a word that you want to cross off? A word you want to change?
Okay. Understanding really is the biggest one on the first one.
So you want me to highlight adaptability,
Yeah.
unbold it? Okay.
I think that the rest of them kind of falls under that.
Mm-hmm.
And then down below would be bringing people together, so bring together. Fairness on the top one.
Take it off, or
That's the main
that's
one.
the main one.
Mm-hmm. Balance. Is drive and ambition about the same thing?
It depends if is it the same for you? Is it the same? I mean,
I think
it doesn't matter what I think. It's more
Yeah.
matters what you think. What resonates with you, because when the greatest times to use and reference your core values is the times where you're struggling, or times where you're in decision making, times where you're having a challenge. Your core values, you're going to soar whenever whenever things are going great. Your core values are just oozing from you. It's when things are tougher is where you got to ambition.
Mhm.
Okay.
Assurance.
Keep assurance.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then patience. Understanding and patience. Logic. It's probably.
Do you mean remove patience or leave it?
Because I think that goes under understanding. So logic would be.
Okay. Anything you want to rearrange?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, we're going to come back to you in just a minute, okay?
Mhm.
All right. We have time for one more if you don't have as many.
Okay.
Okay. Peter, right?
Yeah. Ready?
Okay. And just
Attractiveness, maybe.
attractiveness, authenticity,
Availability,
authenticity.
awareness, being the best,
Wait. I'm not that fast. Being the best.
being the best, boldness,
Gotta have some patience.
bring together,
Okay.
challenge, confidence, courage, creativity, effectiveness, efficiency, empathy, enjoyment, ethic, exploration, faith, fashion, freedom, thinking, fun, gentleness, giving, goals, good, honesty, intellect, intelligent, joy, logic, love, mindfulness, ministry to others, nature, perfection, prayer, professionalism, sympathy, truth, vision, wealth, wisdom, and worship.
Okay.
Oh,
It's amazing how you forget how words go together. All right. Art. What goes under art?
Attractiveness,
Okay.
creativity. I would say fashion, um, enjoyment. Wait, did I put enjoyment? Okay.
I didn't make it up.
Um,
You can take it off. If you don't like it, you can take it off.
no, it's great. I love it. I just couldn't remember. I was
Listen, you're not tied to these words either. If you find you go back through them like, oh, wait a minute, I missed that word. It's totally fine. You might be driving down the road and you're listening to the radio and you hear a word on a song. You're like, oh, I like that word. You can add that. This is not.
I'll put it there. Arts. I would say. Um, exploration. Um, Actually, exploration is partly in a different category. Yeah. So let's move on. Fun, gentleness. Good. Perfection. Um,
Okay. Exploration.
boldness. Um, challenge. Courage. Freedom. Nature.
Okay. Authenticity.
Um, being the best. Bring together. Confidence. Empathy. Ethics. Fun. Um, sympathy.
Okay. Availability.
Let's say awareness. Giving. Mindfulness. Ministry to others. True.
Okay. Effectiveness.
Efficiency. Goals. Intellect. Intelligent. Joy. I'm sorry. Logic. Professionalism. Wisdom.
Okay. Faith.
Uh, say, can you move ministry to others with faith? Worship, prayer. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Thinking.
I'll move thinking to effectiveness.
Okay. Gentleness.
I'll move gentleness to availability. Um,
Honesty.
honesty to authenticity.
Okay.
Uh,
Joy.
joy and love can go to authenticity as well. Vision go to effectiveness. Wealth go to um, effectiveness.
Wealth goes to effectiveness.
Mhm.
Okay. Do those groupings look right to you, or do you want to move some things around?
Move being the best to effectiveness. Confidence to effectiveness. Fun to exploration. Looks good to me.
Okay. All right, let's look at this first group. What would you say is the overarching main word or words?
Creativity.
That's it. Is there anything you want to cross out?
Cross out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This next section.
Freedom.
Is there anything you want to cross out that might be redundant to you?
Nature.
Nature. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. And then this group here.
I'll say love.
Is there anything you want to cross out that's
No.
redundant? Okay. And underneath here.
I'll say mindfulness. Mindfulness and awareness are very similar.
Is there one you like more than the other, or do you want them both?
I like them both.
Okay.
Mindful and aware. Yeah. I like them both.
Okay. And then this one. And it could be a different word. It could be a whole different word.
I'll say faith.
Okay. And then underneath effectiveness.
Professionalism. Actually, I like wisdom more.
Take out professionalism or leave it?
Just unmolded and then wisdom. Yeah. Yep.
Does it look right to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go back to Ivy. Now, what I want you to do is start to think about describing what abundance each one of these core values means to you, because you want to, like, when you're in the midst of having decisions and what does that mean to you? Like, you want to really be able to develop what does abundance mean to you? And we left the words in here so that you can look and see, there's something in that, right? The words that you chose that will give you what abundance means for you. Because what abundance means for you might be completely different than what it means to Ernesto.
Abundance for me is financially and time that I can self-sufficient and share with others around me.
Is that right?
And for health, um,
Health?
yeah, it's also involved health that I can have that financially and time to share with others. If I'm not healthy, I can't do that.
Is that an additional core value, or is it
No,
inside
it's
of
part
this?
of the abundance.
So say, how would you
So
say
how
it?
do I say it?
Well is hell. Hell is well.
Oh, let her discuss it. Let her. So say it again. So having health.
I'm
Just say
having
it.
a hard time to put this
Just
together.
say what you said before. Don't worry about how it writes. Just get it out
So
there.
if I have my health, I will be able to financially and my time to share with others. Without being healthy, I won't be able to do that,
Okay.
even if I have the time and the wealth financially.
Okay.
So that three kind of go together for me.
Does that sound right? Financially and time. Oh, abundance. Okay, something like that.
Something like that.
You can like.
Let's see, finances and time that I can share with others. That need to be supported by my good health to be able to do that. I guess I changed my own wording now. To be able to accomplish the first part. Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah.
Finances and time that I can share with others around me. I need to have good health to be able to accomplish this.
Yeah.
Let's delete this.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's good. Gratitude and generosity. What does that mean to you? And you can look at the words that you have already to give you.
Through life, even don't write it in yet.
Don't write it in yet?
I'm thinking out
Sometimes
loud.
I write it in so you can
Oh,
capture it. 'Cause
okay.
we can delete. So
Okay. Through times, I had my low and my high as far as my abundance, but I'm always grateful with everything that I have or not have. And I've always been generous to others. There's always room to give.
Appreciate it. So calm.
There are always people that have less than I have. And when I said less, it's not just material, but also time and health. I guess I value that three things so much. Wealth, finance, time, and health.
wealth. What do you want to say?
So time, health, and material. Yeah, that's
Do you want to
all
say
right.
time, health, and wealth, or time, health, and material? What's resonates? Here, I don't want to not have anything. I want to capture everything we say so that you can marinate on it and see what makes more sense. I don't want to delete anything because as you leave, what I'll have each of you do, and those of you who haven't done it, go through the same thing. You saw what I did, and I'll stay here as long as you want to go through some. But I want you to print this off, put it on your mirror. You brush your teeth twice a day. So in the morning and the evening, like look at it and see, does that resonate? Today, does that make sense? Did I exhibit that today, or was there something else that really needed to be added, or do I really need to take that away? Because that's really not the word, Okay.
How can we add that being generous is not being stupid? I was, like I said, in the past, I was being stupid. Give just for the sake of giving, but I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I think he's. Okay, sorry. I just wanna like.
We can go there in just a minute. Okay,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
okay? Will you just stay on that? Okay, family.
Okay. My family consists of my husband, daughter, stepson, mother, my mother. So that's my core family.
Okay. Is there anything you want to say about family being a value of yours, or you just want to list them?
First, about anything else, about myself.
Okay.
So I put it as God, my family, and my work. I'm having a hard time at the moment to insert where am I?
You cannot. You don't even have to put that. Um,
All right, that's good.
okay. Growth.
There's always room for improvement. Actually, the more I know, what I don't know.
Okay. Anything else you want to add to that?
Yeah, nobody will ever be perfect. It's an ongoing improvement, ongoing growth, I guess.
Okay.
I think, no, don't put it there. I think anyone that say that I'm good,
Yeah,
I don't need anybody else, I think they're stupid.
I agree. Well, I think they're ignorant.
Yeah.
Anything
Okay, so
else?
that's
Okay.
good.
Trustworthiness and ethics.
I have a strong belief on what's right and what's wrong.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm in the position that I have to make a choice, both wrong, but one is more wrong and the other one is not as bad. Sometimes I have to make a choice which one that less wrong or more right, between the two rights. Um,
Would it say what that is? So, what are you doing in that instance?
if I have two choices of two wrongs, then I would make a choice of which one is the less wrong. Same with a choice of two rights, I would have to make a choice which one that's the most right.
Yeah. So, how would you say that? That's not negative.
um, but at the same time, I believe everybody has a good intention, which is not always true.
That is correct.
I don't know how to say that.
So, this is what I would suggest, and you can mull about, is choosing the best option in all situations,
Yeah, yeah,
or choosing the most ethical option.
The less wrong.
yeah.
or choosing, I'm just going to write some things down. The best option for the whole.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes what's good, what's best for the group might not be the best for me. I have to choose the group first.
So is that your
Yes,
value?
I do
Okay,
believe
so
that.
then that's the descriptor, right? It's
Yes.
choosing the best option for the whole in all situations.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's good. All right, joy.
Joy. Joy is chosen.
That's it. It can be that simple.
You choose to have joy. It's not necessarily given to you. And to have joy in every situation you're facing.
Okay. Perseverance.
Don't give up. The next one might be better. I think that goes together with being persistent.
Yeah. Okay. So really good. You see how simple that was? It's like really taking your core value and putting words to it so that she knows like what to choose when there's a difficult situation is going back. Years ago, I worked with a very difficult CEO, and we parted ways, and it wasn't good. The ending of our relationship was not good. And 11 months after I resigned from that company, he reached out and said, "Can we talk? I have something I want to talk to you about." I was like, "Okay." I didn't want to talk to him, but I went back to my core values and I said, "What core value can I stand inside of in this conversation?" Because remember, your core values are who you authentically are. So sometimes I could have gone in there and like, I'm just going to stand my ground. There are certain things that are natural and what is acceptable in society. But if you're someone who is going to be led by their core values, you want to go back to your core values. So I go to my core values. I read through my core values. I'm like, what core value can I stand inside of? And one of my core values is honor. So what I determined I was going to do is I'm going to honor him in the conversation, no matter what comes out of his mouth. Because sometimes what comes out of his mouth is unbelievable. Okay. So in that conversation, even though it didn't go well, even though he insulted me and then offered me a job, I stood inside of honor. So the conversation went as well as it could go, but I left there fully intact with who I am. So when and we might have time for another one, but I want to kind of just share with you our core values. So these are our family core values, and it took a while for us to figure out which core value, and this is in order. So when we make a decision process, we do it in order of our core values. So the first core value we have is spirit-led. And what does that mean? It means that we're kingdom-minded, we have a biblical worldview, and we have an eternal perspective. So when we make a decision, it's based on, for us, because we're Christians, we look at what's the eternal decision on that. Like what is the ramification of that? And then our next core value is honor. We value others. We respect and recognize authority. So in that conversation, I was going to bring honor to it. I was going to value him no matter what, as a human being, as a person, as someone at one time I was in a relationship with, that I was going to bring that. So just whatever, this is all, in some of them have a verse, some of them have, descriptors, some of it's very short, and like some of your core values, you just bring the other words and you can add that in if that makes sense for you. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You can describe it, you can read what it is. Like growth and development, we have a verse in here which is, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." And then we also say, "Examine the fruit of your beliefs and actions." So we have to examine the fruit. So it's just what is because your core values, when you go through it and you have it, it is like your core values for your life. And it took us a while before we really got down to these are our core values. That's why I say put it up on your mirror, Read it in the morning, read it at night, make sure it resonates with you. Maybe there's a word, you see here that, oh, like I like that word. I'm going to steal that word. That's fine, and then look and see, like, one of the things you may want to add in yours too, Ivy, is because I know you're a woman of faith and it's important to you. There may be something else that it might be missing because that's a value of yours, because I can hear it in your speaking. So it may be that you need to add something to that inside of your core value. It could be something around health. For some people, fun is a core value in here. It's not my core value, it's my husband's core value. But because we're married, then I took on, that's our family core value. And now it's one of my core values because it's been on here for so long. And so one of the things that we've done for us as a couple is we do every year, we do a trip, and it's our family vision trip, our marriage vision trip. And so those of you who are married, I can send you a guidebook so we go through our core values. And it took us probably 2 or 3 years before we nailed it down to these words. Like, we went back and forth and we had to agree. And so this exercise is something you can do with your spouse if you want to create a family core values. So you'd have your spouse go through it, you go through it, you do the second color, and then you put all of yours and theirs on the board, and then you start to lump them together, and then you do this same exercise, and you start to figure it out, and that's kind of how you do that. And then I also go through the core values. Oh, hold on. We do our core values with our kids. So this is our son's core values. So when our kids turn 16, we have them go through and create their own core values. And so he created these core values, and some of them, when I did our oldest daughter, Brittany, so when she turned 16, we did the same thing with her. And you can do these with your kids if they're old enough. Some kids are able to do it at 12 or 13. We typically did it at 16, but Brittany, one of her core values was she wrote down as excellence. And so I go in her room as a teenager and I'm like, this is not excellence. You said one of your core values is excellence. So is it a core value of yours, or is it not a core value of yours? And so she really had to look, is my core value really excellence? Because if it is excellence, then every area of my life should exhibit that, or I should strive to exhibit that. And I don't remember if she ended up keeping it or not, but that was just a conversation. It wasn't like a right or wrong. We weren't going to argue about it, because our job, what we say as parents, is to help our kids lead their life well. So if you've got kids, that's our job, is to help them lead their life well. So this is not a one and done thing. I'm going to do this again on I think the 20th. Those of you who are here, come back, bring back your core values. I'd love to see what it develops into. Let me just look when it's happening. If you've got people that you think this would be valuable for you, August 20th at 10 o'clock here. August 20th at 10 o'clock here. It's a while. It's Thursday. But this will kind of give you a sense of, how to do that. And you don't have to, the descriptor is just for you to understand, like, what it means for you. It doesn't have to be a lot of words. It can be like, under determination, he had 2 words, and that was the words from his core values exercise. And then he had this verse that he wanted to add in there. So just looking at that, I'm going to bust this out, because we just had this whole conversation about being inconsiderate, and he has thoughtfulness as a core value. So it's just, and for him, that may not be a core value of his, like, while he's still a teenager and trying to figure it out. And that's for you too, is that you look at your core values and you look at how you've been today. So when you're brushing your teeth at night, you look at, how was I today? Did I exhibit that? Is that really a core value of mine, or is it just something I like? There's nothing wrong with it just being something you like, but if it really is a core value of yours, then you would be demonstrating that in your life. And it could be that you're not good at demonstrating it yet, but it is something you really value, and it's something you can still strive for. Does that make sense? Like, it's important to you, but you don't have mastery over it yet. You value it, but you are still developing it. So it's just a great reminder of you that, hey, this is a core value of mine, and I want to strive for that. So any questions or, Ernesto?
How often do you say, like, you can change your core values? Like,
I think once you get it,
Yeah.
it's it. This is like who you are. This is what you value. This is what's most important to you. Can it change a little bit? Maybe, but something major could happen, like a death of someone close to you, the first death you've had, for you to shift your priorities. Like one of the core values that I had, something that fundamentally changed for me, is one of my best friends passed, but one of our core values is relationship. So one of the things that changed fundamentally for me is I knew that that relationship was important. But one of the ways that I changed in how I demonstrated relationship is I no longer waited for stuff. You know how sometimes you talk about taking that trip? Oh, we should go on a trip or we should go to lunch, and that never happens. I don't do that anymore. When we say, hey, let's take a trip, I'm like, get your calendar out. Let's schedule it. We should catch up and have lunch. Get your calendar out. We're going to schedule it. So it fundamentally changed how I operated with relationship. There was an urgency that I demonstrated. I didn't add it to here. And then in my relationships, like it's iron sharpening iron. I don't have relationships that are not making me better. I just don't. I don't have you in my life. I don't have you in my inner circle. I may know you from other people, but if you're not someone who helps me to be better,
That's hard for me because
What?
sometimes it's like, dang, I love you, but you're not bringing any value to my life.
So I do another. I have and we'll do more because I love teaching. I love teaching. My husband and I have been in personal growth for over 20 years, 27 since we met in personal growth. So I teach this inner circle, outer circle. So your inner circle are your core people, and there are some people in your life that have been in your inner circle, but they really need to be outer circle. And so so people that you want to intentionally spend time with, you need to bring them from outer circle into inner circle, and that takes intentionality. And people who are in your inner circle that you need to push to the outer circle, that also takes intentionality. So you don't push everyone out.
Restarts.
But some of those people, if they don't bring value to your life, then why are they in your life? Is it relationship? Is it because you're related to them? Like I have some of those people.
Oh, yeah, it's just love, you know? Like,
You can love them. They don't have to be in your life.
Is it guilt making you feel that?
no, it's just, you know, like someone you love someone. It's like it's one of my boys. Like he's good to me. Like he always trying to help me out, financially and just support. But it's just a personality. It's like always talk trash about people or like afraid of conversation, but not conversational. When it comes
Confrontation.
yeah, conversation or when just real. Like if you have problem with someone, just go talk to that person instead of me. So I feel like every time
You absorb
yeah,
Emotionally draining you?
no, not like that. But sometimes just like your homeboys, like your homie, just want to rant like, hey, this happened at work or like this person pissed me off. So I want to be there for them, but at the same time, it's like, you're not really bringing any value to my life. Like,
Well, in looking at your core values, one of your core values is love,
right.
which is why that person is in your life. But you can limit the time you spend with that person. Does that make sense? Like you can love them because that's consistent with who you are, but you don't have to bring them in the inner circle. You don't have to spend a ton of time with them. You can love
Still
them.
love them.
Yes. And one of your other core values is mindfulness. So you have to be mindful in how much time you're giving that person.
Yeah.
How much time you're loving on that person. So that's where you've got to bring your two core values together. It's like, okay, I love this person. I'm going to love this person because that's who I am. But I'm also going to be mindful in how much time they're taking, because time is a commodity, just like money. It's either invested or it's spent.
Yeah.
So are you investing time with him or are you spending time with him?
Yeah.
So is there any return on that on that time?
I feel like for that person, we just get together as a group. So my group is good. Like I have like CEO for so I have four friends, like me including myself. CEO, commercial real estate agent. Him is like the scientist, we're four
Mhm.
kids and me. So the boys are just four of us. So the other two are really successful, like But this person, he just get married. So I feel like he just needs some time for. He just got married and his wife's not working, so he's just stressed and getting his life together. So that's why I have love for him. But at the same time, it's like if your personal life affecting myself, because we actually got into an argument like 2 weeks ago because I was trying to help out his wife, and so I was like, you know what, I'm trying to help you, but now it feels like it's draining my energy, so I need to take a step back.
Yeah. So if you were to look at your core values, what core value can you bring to that relationship and that interaction that's going to make a difference?
I would say availability. Is that I'm available, but I'm not gonna give. I'll be available if you need me, but I'm not gonna like go out of my way just to help just because I care so much for you. But I do feel that I need to focus on my own career, my own health.
Yeah.
So I think it's making myself available, but at the same time, I have the mind, being mindful of who I am and where I'm at in my season.
Yeah. Well, in just bringing the mindfulness into that situation where you can look and see, okay, is this valuable or not? Instead of just being available. Does that make sense? So you were offering support to a place that didn't want your support. So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just bringing that core value into the relationship. So your core values are most important when you're struggling, when you're in a place of challenge. It's like, okay, going back to my core values, how can I bring this to the forefront? Because this is authentically who you are. Like these values, that's you, Peter. That's who you say you are. That's what you say you value most. And so mindfulness is important in this, and then maybe bringing in wisdom, is having wisdom, in that relationship.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'll say like having a good balance too,
Mhm.
of love and self-love.
yeah. Yeah. And I would say it's the love that has you be in a relationship with that person, but you also have other values. So you've got to use the values inside of what works in those situations.
And that's why I say it's a tricky part, because I do have love for this person, but sometimes like because God said love your neighbor as yourself, right? So which one do I love, like myself or my neighbor? So I feel like God wants to like love your neighbor more than yourself. So sometimes I do go out my way to help others, but it's sometimes like, I'm human too. Like I have feelings and emotions. So that's the tricky part.
It is tricky, but inside of that relationship, and since you have a core value of mindfulness and you have a core value of wisdom, that's where you have to have discernment in what to give that person, right? Because you have to people. You only want to give advice for people who have ears to hear. Like if he doesn't have ears to hear, it doesn't make a difference. And that's where your mindfulness and wisdom comes in play. You can love someone, but if they're not prepared to receive what you have to give, you got to love them a little further away. Love them a little quieter. Love them without offering that, because that's where you have frustration. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions? I'll stay, and if you want to go through your stuff a little bit longer, I've got a little bit of time, but I knew we said from 3 to 5. So those of you who are on social, if you want to reach out to me, I'm happy to answer questions, work through any exercises with you, but we'll do this again on the 20th. Bring back your core values after you've August 20th. August 20th?
Yeah, it's a Sunday.
It's supposed to be a Thursday. Thursday.
August.
August 20th. August 20th.
Oh, okay.
August 20th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this something that's online too, like in your website? I just kind of pulled it up and.
Did I don't know. It's
says-
been a
it's
been a
your
long
website.
time. It's been a long time since I've done it. That's why.
I see.
Yeah.
2 to 1,
10 to 12.
12.
Yeah. I don't have it on my website, but I can send that to you. I can send you the Google Doc of this. If you want extra sheets, I have it printed. So
Where will you send the?
I'll email it to you. Yeah, if you had that, give me your email address, Paolo and Peter. If y'all have your business cards, I'll email it to you. What we did.
I just ordered mine, so it's gonna take a while. But I can give you my information.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. What's your number, Mary?
469 767 5752.
469-767-5752.
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Amoedo. Amoedo. It's Spanish.
Richard?
What's your maiden name?
Quinn.
Quinn.
Yeah. Heynh. Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Nobody guesses it. Nobody guesses it. Not even Vietnamese people. They're like, and my dad's like, "Are you sure you're my dad?" I'm like, "This is your nose. This is your nose."
Where were you? Where do you grow up? Because your accent was not from Texas.
I grew up in Houston.
You grew up in Houston?
Mhm.
You have like such a British accent on certain
No.
words you said. And
I grew up in Houston.
Word.
No,
Okay.
H
Grew up in the
town.
hood.
I did. I grew up in the hood. Actually, where I grew up is the hood. Like my high school now is the hood.
Yeah.
It was hood-ish back then, but is now the hood.
Can you get a nice copy, Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take one of these or copy to this. Can I take a picture of your core value?
Yeah.
Yeah, I took that picture right away.
Oh, I feel like I need to ask permission.
Oh no! If I show it, it's being live streamed. It's all over. There ain't no permission here. I mean,
This is good.
I look at this like prosperity, financial literacy, multiple streams, residual, active, passive, assets, and equity. This is the reason why my husband and I started Investor Next Door Club, is because we believe in teaching people this. Like this is like I just realized like that's our company. This is why we do it. So I love teaching personal growth strategies for people. It's not something I do full time anymore, but I still have a lot. So if there's ever anything that you want to learn more about, like I teach that whole inner circle, outer circle thing. I might have to do a seminar soon because I have a lot of training that I can teach. But if you guys are interested in finding out more about Investor Next Door Club, we have an overview on Thursday night at 7 p.m. In Plano, Frisco, Legacy and Toy, where we were at Serendipity.
Yeah,
It's Plano, but it's like Plano, Frisco.
Where is it at?
It's at Legacy and 121.
The co-working space
Yeah.
they use.
Serendipity Labs.
Okay.
So
I was actually interested in the investor. What's it called?
Investor Next Door Club.
Investor Next Door.
So they updated what they're doing.
Oh yeah?
So they're not doing the crowdfunding like at the beginning.
Yeah.
So they actually have ownership.
So this is this Thursday?
Yeah, this Thursday.
We build Thursday.
Friday.
Friday's the bill.
Friday and Saturday.
Thursday I gotta pick up Brett and go and stuff.
Okay.
So Thursday, yeah. Well, Thursday I gotta be at the hotel setting up and getting everything.
Okay.
But,
Oh,
Yeah.
we have the same color.
Okay.
that's right.
It's an event where you go home after Saturday or Friday night, right? And then come back Saturday morning? Or are people sleeping?
We stay there 24 hours.
Bring a sleeping bag.
I was like, wait.
It's not Tony Robbins event where it's like till 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's
Tony Robbins
insane.
is insane.
So
All right, we can end the live stream.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Mary, this is wonderful.